Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel video. I am Ryan Lau. It's now Ryan Lau. I've changed the channel name finally because I couldn't be asked to think of another name that was not obnoxious. So I decided just to put my name. Um, my Instagram for this channel has been changed to Ryan Lau YT. It's got underscores on these because you can't do spaces in Instagram, and I'll be updating you guys on what's going on every time on that. Basically on my Instagram now because I haven't touched that in about half a year now. So I'm gonna try my best to kind of keep you guys updated on what the upload is and what when I upload and what my podcast is gonna do and what I'm gonna do on my podcast for that specific date or whatever. I'm gonna try and do that on my Instagram as much as possible, but we'll see what happens. Managing two accounts, my personal and that my YT, so YouTube account, is kind of difficult because I'm not the most social person out there, um, and plus I'm not a big social media user. I use Instagram barely. I'll talk to people on it, but I barely scroll through it. I don't use Facebook at all. I have Facebook accounts, I just don't use them at all. Don't have a Twitter account, don't have a TikTok account, don't know anything with related to TikTok whatsoever. I have a Snapchat account, and that's about it, nothing else. Do I have anything else? I have like Amino and other things, but those are things like I use to talk to people and everything, and so it's not necessarily I go through them all the time. It's just I scroll a little bit, but then I normally just talk to people on there, and then do the small things later on and whatever, yada yada yada. But I'm gonna try my best. It's not something I'm gonna be. It's something I have to get used to, and it's something that'll take time for me to get used to. So please, do not fret, do not worry that if I miss something, it's probably just on me for getting something or just being a little too busy. In recent times, I have been doing some work, doing some study. I've really got a stack of paperwork here. Yes, it's quite thick. You see, this is all my stuff I have to do for TAFE. I have to finish by the end of this year. There's probably going to be more of this as well, so it's not too bad. But I'll walk through it in the meantime. But so I've been busy doing that. I'm about halfway through, maybe a little bit more, but it's not too bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. I've probably done worse. Especially in high school, which is related to today's topic. Today's topic is basically me describing why I left school and why school is definitely not for everyone. Now, I've described this in the podcast, in the first episode of the podcast, but if you guys haven't listened to that or kind of paid attention to my podcast, I will still leave links down in the description below. Do not worry, I will leave them down there every time now. Sometimes I've been forgetting, and sometimes forget to link my Instagram and stuff. So that's kind of my bad. That's on me. Uh, and because I'm a very forgetful person, I forget things very quickly. And that I mean, I wing these every time. And now I've also recently got my computer running. I just need to download a little bit more software to fix things up and other things because it's in working condition. I've personalized it to myself and everything. It's all basically I'm used to it now. I've been finicking around a little bit with the programs and stuff. I just need to download a little bit more software and I'll be good. And I can start editing these instead of continuously trying to do this on first take and everything. So I hope that'll be done by next week's video. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. I will be going on break from my school, my TAFE, basically for 3 weeks. So I'm gonna try and finish everything up. Basically, bulk record this stuff, stick it onto my laptop and start editing everything to make it look good, look clean. I'll try and make an intro as well, and also I'm gonna try and do something more, which is basically watch me go through my training and my off season basically. So after this entire soccer season goes through, I'm gonna try my best to kind of give you content of me training and what I do, trying to get myself fit back into shape and like keeping my weight to like a steady number. But that's still a work in progress, and that's still a project in the future. For now, I'm just gonna keep doing these talk videos, and maybe some other videos with some friends. But we'll see what happens. Everyone's quite busy, especially with HSC and stuff. So we don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen with these restrictions as well. Recently, Victoria just got their restrictions. Back up basically because of the amount of cases that instantly got blown up after the restrictions lowered a little bit, so that might happen to where I live as well soon enough, maybe, if the case numbers go up for this pandemic. And so we'll see what happens. But today's topic is, I already said before, reasons why I left high school and why high school isn't for everyone. Well, I mean, school's not necessarily for everyone, to be fair. I mean, I left it. I've said this in many videos, many videos, about me why I left, or a little bit of why I left school, and kind of then I left school, the fact that I left school. That's why I have the time to do these videos, and why I have time to set up podcasts and stuff, and write down ideas for this channel, and do other things like that, and also be able to enjoy myself as much as possible with my free time, and hanging with people, doing the things I love to do, which is singing around in my room because that's funny, going out to kick a ball, or even just writing, reading, or even playing some video games. Just things I love to do, and things I just want to enjoy doing as much as possible, with little to no stress, basically. And so, one of the main reasons why I left high school was because of the stress part of it. The stress definitely got to me, not just a mental level, but a physical level as well. I was physically drained. I could not keep up with it. I could barely sleep properly at night. I had a lot of sleeping problems, like a lot of insomnia as well, and it was bad. It was very bad. And I'm in a counseling program that I'm doing, and I'm still going through it. But my recovery has been a lot faster since I've dropped out. Uh, but it's still kind of a work in progress, everything. And I mean, the mental stress, the physical stress, and also the kind of workload just kind of it overexerted me. I was exhausted from trying to keep up with all this stuff and not giving myself enough free time. Uh, I mean, even though I barely did homework, let's be fair here. I barely did homework, but still, that it was still too much for me. I couldn't take it. And then there were other personal issues. I'm only gonna describe them briefly, but I had some people walk out of my life as easily as they walked in, basically. Uh, one in particular, unfortunately, was very disheartening towards me. But other than that, it was just very personal reasons. A lot of other things happened. I had a lot of mental issues going on. I had signs of depression and everything, and so the best option for me was to get out there as soon as possible, uh, to try and stabilize my mental health and kind of for my well-being. If I stayed in there any longer, I probably would have lost myself basically into another loop of what the hell am I doing. Um, and I'm thankful to all my friends who are supporting me still. Thank you for joking about what I'm gonna do in the future. Thank you for making jokes about that. But no, seriously, no. Thank you guys for supporting me all the way. You're still supporting me to this day, and I support all you guys. I wish all you guys the best of luck. If you guys are watching this video, if any of my friends are watching this video, I hope you guys good luck, and I wish you guys all the best. I hope you guys do what you expect and exceed those expectations as much as possible. And it's all gonna end soon. Trust me, please. But do your best. And I hope to see you guys in the future. Uh, if not, then I wish you guys all the best, and thank you for allowing me to call myself one of your friends. And high school was a great experience for me. Yeah, high school is a great experience for everyone. I suggest everyone go to high school because it's one of the most kind of most impactful things upon your life. It helps you grow into a person that you want to be and what you think you want. Now, a lot of high schoolers don't know what they want to do exactly, and I was one of them. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had some sort of idea. I was just like, I want to do something in computers because I like video games and stuff, and also I've also taken apart some computers and built some computers in my time with my family and stuff, and I've fixed some computers and other things like that. So I mean, I'm still fixing up my PC to try and get that up and running, but don't exactly have the money nor parts to do so. But other than that, I thought I was going to do something in computers. But high school is a place where you find a lot of who you are, and not by yourself. There's no way you can do it by yourself. There's no way you can survive high school by yourself. I'm gonna say this now. There's no way I would have made it to where I am now without the people I had met throughout high school. There's no way I would be here where I am right now in front of you guys, talking in front of my shitty phone, uh, and being ridiculously happy, basically. Even in a time of crisis and a time of uncertainty, there's no way I would be here right now without the people I have in my life from high school. And so it's one of the best experiences I've had in my entire lifetime. I'll never talk crap about that high school experience, but there were some ups and downs, but the ups, sort of basically the pros and the cons. The pros definitely outweigh the cons. And so yeah, I mean, high school's definitely not for everyone. I'm going to be very honest here. High school is something that people go through to kind of meet society's expectations nowadays, and it's something that you decide if you want to continue on throughout the 6 7 years you stay in there for. I lasted 4 or 5 years. I lasted 5 years basically. But I couldn't do any more than other than that because I had so many things going on. But and also, please, if you are struggling through high school, talk to the teachers, talk to the counselors, talk to anyone in general, like your any superiors, any peers or something like that. Tell them, talk to them, and kind of ask them for advice. Uh, I didn't do this initially. I had some of my friends actually force me to kind of go towards a counseling session, and then that's when I started feeling a little bit better and a little bit easier about my like about everything. But it still was too much on me, so I eventually dropped out with my final decision to leave. And but please, don't be afraid to speak out. It's like, this is really tough. Can I have some help or something? High school is one of the most kind of stressful places I can tell you in your entire lifetime, besides your future workplace or whatever you're doing. High school is one of the most stressful things nowadays because of the extent of knowledge you're required to know and learn and remember, and also the extent of like the marks you're expected to get as a top class student. Even if you're a mid class student, you're still expected to get some top grades, and I wasn't anywhere close capable of doing that if I stayed in with all that kind of pressure and stress and stuff upon me. I could not achieve the marks I was expected to, not by any standard whatsoever. It was just too tough for me. I just couldn't take much more, and it, it forced me to kind of come to a decision of if I should leave or not. And so, if you guys are kind of going through the same thing of where it's a lot upon your shoulders, you don't have much free time on the weekend to yourself, or even in the afternoons to even hang out with a couple of friends, talk for about an hour or two, and then have to go home and then instantly straight back to the work, then that's kind of a bad situation for you, because you definitely need some time for yourself to enjoy yourself, to be able to kind of be free of stress for a little bit, to kind of relieve that stress instead of continuously building it upon your shoulders over and over and over again. You need to manage your schedule properly. You need to be able to deal with the workload. If you can't deal with the workload, then say something. You have to say something. It's something that you cannot hold within. Something you cannot hide, because the results will show that you are struggling. Uh, and so high school is something that everyone has to go through, but it's your decision when you want to leave. I left 1 year before I would have graduated. I would have graduated this year with a lot of my good friends and everything, but I decided to leave because it just took everything out of me. And also a lot of other personal problems finalized that decision for me, basically. Uh, but it's a choice that you make. It's your call, your everything. There's no problem for you dropping out. There's no judgment or anything. There's no exact consequence of dropping out, except maybe you just take a little bit of a longer path to where everyone else is taking maybe 1 or 2 years less than you of study or whatever, doing what to do what you want to do and what you enjoy doing in as a job, as a occupation, everything. because I'm taking an extra year to go to uni compared to my friends and stuff. They're basically instantly going to uni. I'm doing this course I'm doing now, and then hopefully doing another one next year uh, to hopefully get requirements to go to university and then achieve things I want to be able to do, and something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time now. Because I love sports, and I love the game of football and soccer, and so it's one of the things I want to do. And so high school is not your everything. High school, you don't have to force yourself to make it through and push through all the years in high school. There's no need to do so. If you feel like you can't take it anymore, it's just or you're not capable of achieving what you need to do, there's no problem in taking a step back and then trying again through a different way. There's no problem with that. It's your decision. If people judge you for that, then they're not your friends. They're definitely not people you can be happy or be able to call your friends. If your so-called friends judge you for dropping out and be like, hey, that's a douche move, then they aren't your friends. My friends are supporting me through the whole way. I've got even one of my best friends from primary school doing the same course as me. Uh, Even though I didn't force him to. He just kind of did it with me. He kind of wanted to look into it, and now I'm having so much fun in my class and everything, and I'm having so much fun being able to enjoy the things I want to do and learn and stuff. And so, high school is just another. It's just a pathway. There are other pathways to do what you want to do and what you love to do. It's this world is a very big world, and there are a lot of paths and a lot of different ways you can get to where you want to be in the future. But uh, just because you relieve the stress of all the work and the homework desired or like the marks desired doesn't mean you can just take it easy for the rest of your life, taking another path like I am. There's no way I'm taking it easy here. I seem like I am, but no, I'm still hard at work, finishing these booklets, finishing this paperwork and stuff, doing exams and stuff, and learning and absorbing this information so that I can be able to so I can achieve what I want to do in the future, and things I want to learn and kind of hold on dearly, and be able to say, hey, I made it without finishing high school. It's something that drives me. It's my passion to do so, and so I think you guys, if you guys want to take another path in life other than just going and finishing through high school for going through uni, then there's no problem in you dropping out. There's no problem in you leaving school for a little bit, even taking a break. I know some people who dropped out and just took a break for like a year or two and then went straight back into uni afterwards, or something like that. There's no problem in doing so. It's just something that you can go back to whenever you want. It's as long as you make your decision as soon as possible, so you can give yourself enough time to kind of relax and recover, and then finally get back to where you want to be. Uh, and so yeah, I think high school is just a pathway. It's not the one and only way there. I'm not going finishing high school. That's one thing I'm gonna be a little bit down about, because I can't say I finished high school with some of my best friends, some of the closest friends I've ever had in my entire lifetime. But and some of the best people and most amazing people I've ever had, some of the most supportive people I've had in my lifetime. But uh, I can still say I experienced life with them. I can say I enjoyed my time and experienced the ups and downs through our friendship, through our bonds and everything with them. Even though our time was very short together as a group, I can still say I am a part of that friendship group that will last for years and forever, basically within our hearts. And so it's a proud thing I'm able to claim. So that's the end of today's video, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys want me to talk about a certain topic, please let me know down in the comments below. I'm not going to force you to subscribe, because I don't know when I upload anyways during the day, so we'll see what happens. You don't have to give it a like either, it doesn't matter. If you want to, go ahead. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. And if you want to see more content like this, please let me know. And I also have a podcast where you can listen to me talking for about an hour and a half or so. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and this will be the end of this video. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.